Now we are going to practice naming binary compounds. Let's practice. Provide a name for the following binary covalent compound. I will start the timer, and then you will have 10 seconds. If 10 seconds is not long enough, feel free to pause the video. Remember, you can pause the video if you need more time. This compound contains a hydrogen, so we might be able to get away with naming it like it's an ionic compound. Let's do that. We separate HBr into the ions it would form if it was an ionic compound. In this case, it would form the hydrogen cation and the bromide anion, and we name this compound hydrogen bromide. Here's another example. Provide a name for the following binary covalent compound. If 10 seconds is not long enough, feel free to pause the video. Remember, you can pause the video if you need more time. For this compound, we again start by naming it like it's an ionic compound, and then we can adjust using prefixes if we need them. This is a compound containing a carbon and an oxygen, and the carbon atom is first and the oxygen is second, so we would name this as some kind of carbon oxide. There are more than one oxide of carbon, and so we need to specify which one this is. This compound is carbon monoxide, though it would not be wrong to call it monocarbon monoxide. Here's another example. Provide a name for the following binary compound. If 10 seconds is not long enough, feel free to pause the video. Remember, you can pause the video if you need more time. Once again, we start by acting like this is an ionic compound and write down the name of the cation and the anion that would form. So this is some kind of sulfur fluoride. Now in our formula we have 2 sulfur atoms and 2 fluoride atoms, so we need to indicate using prefixes how many sulfurs and how many fluorides there are in this compound. This compound is disulfur difluoride because there are 2 sulfurs and 2 fluorines. Here's a final example where we convert a name back into a formula. Write the formula that matches the name for the following binary covalent compound. If 10 seconds is not long enough, feel free to pause the video. Going from a name to a formula might actually be easier. All you have to do is take each of the words and convert them into the elements with subscripts matching the prefixes. The first word in this name is diphosphorus, so we have some number of phosphorus atoms. The prefix tells us how many. This formula is P2. The second word in the name is pentoxide. Oxide is the anion of oxygen, so there's some number of oxygen atoms in this molecule. The pent prefix tells us how many. O5. Diphosphorus pentoxide refers to a compound with the formula P2O5. Thank you for watching.